Hey guys, and welcome back. My name's NG Paradox. Now, I'm still thinking about that whole Willis thing. I'm still not sure if I made the right decision letting him go. In some ways, it's because he got a second chance. I wasn't ever going to let him go until obviously Loris died, so he kind of got a second chance by randomness. But I think releasing him was the right thing to do when the war happened, due to the fact that obviously it'd be very difficult maybe for them to fight the war in that position. We can put him back. This gives him an opportunity to kind of, make amends. He's paid his price. He's had his punishment. That's how justice works. And, Randyll is technically just. He can be cruel. So if we do get a chance to take him down in the future, we will. This wasn't the right time, though, of course, because I did feel, obviously, for Randyll, choosing between some of the Targaryens or siding with the Baratheons, neither one would be good for him, particularly. Neither's obviously going to win. Neither he has a real particular allegiance to. The only allegiance he has is to his vows, which I'd say whether he takes his vows completely seriously, you could probably question, because I say he's not the nicest of men. It's a real difficult thing, when you're talking about Randyll, I find, when it comes to the motivations for him. I find it's a hard character to talk about, because we don't know how things are going to go in the books. And there's some definitely theories about how it's going to go down. And obviously then we have the TV show, where he did kind of just be kind of like a bandit. He's kind of like just a vassal, who's ever above him, he kind of listens to what they say. In some ways, in some regards, and in some ways not. But obviously he does seem to just do what the Tarlys tell him to do. Even when Mace, I said Mance. Even when Mace obviously was a bit of a... He's not the brightest tool in the shed, apparently. But he still always did what he said. He still actively worked under him and supported him. So that's how I've been trying to play Randyll so far, but still being a mean bastard to people around him, unless they're on his good side and he respects them. But he can be a meanie to other people, though. So that's just how I'm trying to play him. But we'll see. We'll try and continue to do that. And there we go. King Aemon the Pentoshi. He has taken the Iron Throne, a Rollo worshipper. Is a Stannis Baratheon all over again. He's got an Arryn wife, which is probably a pretty good marriage for him, Very good marriage there. But let's see what he does. So there we go. He has taken on the mantle of the Targaryen dynasty, which makes sense. That would be the one he should choose because Rhaegar was his father. So we have Aemon Targaryen, the Pentoshi. Now, Viserys would be next in line, but he has no kids, and this now does mean Targaryens, I guess, are allowed back. So maybe we should invite people to court, or maybe marry someone to him, possibly. Let's have a quick look at what we have. Yeah, we have no one we could really marry him to. Obviously the sister there, the bastard sister, we can't invite her to court. Can we invite the husband? No. Why can't we invite her to court? Must not be married. Okay, what about the husband then? Why can't I invite him to court? Is not... So that is making... Shouldn't I be able to invite her then if she's the main one in that? That's ridiculous. But there's Maega. Now we could do a marriage to someone like Bethany or Annette. Now obviously they're very young. He's very young. Annette, maybe my granddaughter, could be a good choice for that. We'll leave it for now because they're young. There's lots of time. We could marry them now that the Targaryens obviously are now in power. That's a very prestigious marriage to have. And they're allowed back to court. So, yeah. Everyone wants to kill Willis. Randyll, I think Randyll, if he was going to kill him, would just want to stand in front of him and just kill him. So, I don't think the sneaky way is the way to do it. But Randyll's not going to tell Willis about it. He's just going to say, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in this thing at all. After consultation with my council, I decided to enact a law changing succession in the Reach. All females are hereby excluded from succession. I name Quentyn Oldflowers my heir. So obviously he was very worried about the Fossaways inheriting Highgarden. Sorry, the Reach. Highgarden's gone. So, Quentyn Oldflowers is going to be the one to inherit. Now, the Oldflowers, you can see they have the little gardener sigils on them. Garth the Gross, he was, you know, matrilineal marriage between his mother and the Tyrell father. Just Garth the Gross. Yeah, it was a bastard son. Okay. Interesting. He'll inherit now. So, if Willis were to die, we could probably push the claims of my daughter-in-law. How old is Old Flowers? 12 years... Oh, he's quite old, actually. Yeah. That's not really great for us, but we'll see how things go. Let's say we're not specifically trying to take over. I don't think that's Randall's game. Randall's game is not specifically to try and gain power and take over. His game is the prestige of his family and, you know, the house and stuff, that type of thing. Very well, let's play a game then, Mr. Footley. My son has done that. My son has definitely honored us so far. My daughter's married to a red wine. Very good house to marry to. We got lots of wine during the marriage. I think he's very happy with how his life has gone so far. He's been on the winning side this time, not last time. Targaryens lost last time. I'll get you next time. So we lost the game against him. Obviously, next time we'll try and win. There's obviously Quentin Old Flowers. I could push his claim just now. But then I probably won't be able to attack him again. Factions? Let's have a quick look. So, Delina Florent is a faction for her right now. Frederick Oakhart is a faction for him as well. A lot of people making factions, obviously. Now, this whole law change, a lot of people are upset, maybe. It's not how things normally go. The revel and the carousing is over. Well, it was fun. And we're no longer stressed. All this play has made us better. The King of the Iron Throne has been crowned. I was not invited to the ceremony, though. That's very upsetting. That's I was invited to the Baratheon one. We should hold a tourney in honor of my son's return and the new King on the Iron Throne. The Targaryens are back. The dragon's back in power. We better have a nice tourney to celebrate in recognition of Randyll also and his 50th birthday that just came around. You know, and his son being born. It's been good times the last few years for Samwell Tarly. So here we go. A large regional. Yeah, we're going to have the biggest tourney we can afford, obviously. That's what Randyll wants to do. Obviously, the Reach does owe me money as well. So, yeah, Randyll's been putting his, shall we say, prestige up quite a bit. Because you honor obligation against Oakenshield. What is this? The Arbor claim on Oakenshield. And the Iron Throne is actually supporting Oakenshield. That worries me a little bit. 12,000 men against his 4,000. Well, I'm sorry. I mean, this is my friend, and this is his right. He has a claim to those lands. So yeah, he should be it. Let's accept. That's what Randyll do. Even though my game head is saying, don't join. He's probably going to lose. I feel we have to. So, we have to get there, take him out before the Iron Throne gets involved. Does this mean I have to cancel? I can't cancel the... I hope they don't cancel the tourney. Please don't. We just paid a lot of money for that tourney. Get the men together. Let's go, go, go. If we can take them out, it's time to let the tourney begin. And for the next 2 months, we shall all show their martial brilliance. Now, I should probably take my son. Relieve him as commander. I want him to be there as part of the tournament. So hopefully, you know, I'm not sure if maybe he's commanding someone. Maybe he won't take part in the tournament. I don't know if that has an effect on that. Marshal Lord Morn caught the peddler selling stolen goods red-handed. Well, execute them publicly, yeah. Public execution. Get rid of them. Aegon of Ryle has used his attendance of the feast in Hornhill to present a petition for justice before the court. He claims Lord Stannis Ryle sullied his honor by having illicit relations with his wife behind his back. Huh. Okay. You know what? I think for Randyll, he'd just be kind of thinking, well, Aegon, you should really then have a better control over your wife. If he's the better man to take your wife, it's your own fault. But you're right, he has sullied your name possibly. He should pay recompense. That's what I think we'd go for. He doesn't think this is a big crime, but he knows he needs to make a show of it. The man's name has been sullied. Should pay a bit of money. his wife's basically a whore. In Randyll's mind, he's like, well, if she's sleeping around with other men, what does that make her? You should pay him for her then. The first day's jousting is complete. Okay, find jousters, all of them. Let's have a quick look. Samwell Tarly is there. Good job, my boy. Gunfar Hightower. Rickard Tyrell. There's a couple of Tyrells there. Fosaway. Some Flowers, some Bass, another Hightower, another Florent. Okay, not many people from, you know, abroad. It's just a regional tourney, but still pretty good. The Riverman Liberation Revolt. Blackwater Rush. So 16,000 men. Garth Goodbrook. He was a Septon, and he is related to the Goodbrook family, actually. He is currently, I guess, the uncle of the current Goodbrook house. That's an interesting one. And he has 13,000. That could be an interesting fight right there. The tourney being held in Hornhill is bringing many visitors to the area. This is a welcome boost. Good job. Okay, let's take the men that are already there. As I'm beating a rabid dog, as Randyll Tarly is known to do, the little cur, Bethany, runs up and starts hitting me with a stick. I'll show that filthy girl. Yeah. Curses. Eyeing me with hatred. She's not fond of me. Let's send these men off to battle. Quentin Cup, was it? Yeah, Quentin Cup. You shall lead the men. The Royna Liberation Revolt has usurped the title. Lordship of Sunspear from Ariana Martell. God, the Martells. What happened? So we've now got Mala Nylane, the Savior. He's a Royna culture. He believes in the Mother Royne. You know, obviously there's a very minority in Dawn that do have these old beliefs, of course, when the Royna came. And it looks as though they've taken power in Sunspear. Yeah. What's going on in Lemonwood? They're not in... I guess it's a Mega War thing, I'm going to assume. Let's assume it's a Mega War thing. Being on your Liege's Council is not always easy. You have a huge amount of work that needs attention, and there's so much to do. Should we get Lord Paxter to help us? No, I can manage. We got stressed again. He's always pushing himself all the time, aren't you, Randyll? You can't let it go. Sir Samwell and Sir Theodore Westbrook were next to joust. Samwell should be able to take Westbrook down, leaving Sir Samwell to be declared the winner. Good job, Sam. This tourney really is to highlight my son. After his escapades abroad, we want him to win. After many tilts, only 2 knights remained. My son and Sir Arlen Fosaway. And Fosaway won the tournament. His father did die. So he was the man who was meant to be like the second in line to the Reach, but now he just has the Fosaway Green Apple lands. But yeah, a worthy champion. You know what, my son? You still came second. You still showed the world we are respected. Look at that. Would you really have thought before Samwell Tarly would come second in a regional tournament? Never. So that's the type of man our Samwell is now in this alternate dimension. This alternate history. Bask in the glory. Okay, we'll take the home away. Hopefully that just will help us to win straight away. Because he currently is being attacked. Shortage of soldiers. How long do they have left? Okay, they don't have anywhere near enough men to take the Arbor. So they should be fine. Let's increase the speed. How is that revolt going? Liberation. And actually, he's still fighting the Stormlander claim, which I completely forgot about. Wayfarer's Rest, Darry, and the Ring are on her side. I forgot this would still be going. So Robert maybe Robert saw this coming from a mile away, so he escaped to the Stormlands, while his son right now is in jail by the king. So he saw this coming. Where's his son? His son is now in Tarth. Okay. Stefan Baratheon. So Robert is basically fighting for this little girl, Jenna Baratheon, with her 8,000 men. The king's 14,000 men. If he were to die, it would actually go to Viserys, which would be kind of funny to think about. Viserys finally getting the Iron Throne. Ugh. Yeah, that just... No one wants to think about that. No one wants to think about that. Bloom just died. Tending the wounds, thank you very much. Let's get commanders back in. Sam will be put back in. He's now ready. And we've got Sloane. Fine. Put them together. That shouldn't take too long. We'll leave Cups taking that. I'm sure he can handle it. Leech was beheaded. We could see the armies fighting there. And the Liberation Revolt just won that battle. Rivermen at the Iron Throne de jure war over Maidenpool. So, kind of a de jure war. Not really a big deal, but it could lose him men. He's got 11,000 men left. They're 36% right now. This is not good. Things are starting to fall apart, possibly, for the Iron Throne. Since Aemon has taken power, it's caused more chaos to happen due to his different culture, his religion. It's just not helped. It's not helped at all. Attacked from all sides. Everyone's still trying to kill him. Second liberation of Dragonstone. So we've now got a Dragonstone liberation revolt with 7,000 men. This is getting out of hand now. All the Crown lands do not recognize Aemon because of his culture and religion. They say the Targaryens we supported. Aegon the Conqueror converted the faith of the Seven. He did that because he knew he should do. Why have you not done that? The Pentoshi. They all using that as kind of a slur against him. So things not looking great for him. But he did have a baby, a son, Coleo Targaryen, who's also Roller and Pentoshi, of course. A few days ago, you've noticed the intriguing woman at your court. Most of the time, she sat quietly. Perhaps you could find use of her talents. She becomes a spy master. No, I don't trust her. I'm going to go with my daughter-in-law. She's family, after all. We can trust her. No, baby, you need a strong son there, Samwell. Get to it. Come on. They have more lands. They do have one more. So that is done. And we've helped them out. Good job. See, we help out our friends and those that we respect. Greetings, Lord Randyll. I have a proposition which I'm sure won't fail to catch your keen attention. Simply put, a new title for you and money for us. We need the money owed from your enemies, and I'm sure you can pay. Isn't it a fair deal? So the Iron Bank from Braavos has suddenly travelled all this way to Hornhill just to have a meeting with Randyll Tarly. Alright, I'll state my claim, and you'll have your money. We gain 50 gold. If you win the claim against your enemy, we'll take on their debt of 100 gold with 25% interest. Randyll gets a weak claim on the Kingdom of the Reach. And we were granted mercenaries by the Iron Bank. Oh. This is very interesting. Now, Randall's not bothered that much about the kind of the law change, I guess. You know, because he thinks, you know, men should be strong, women should be in the kitchen. You know, he's not very nice when it comes to women, so maybe he doesn't care too much about that whole rule. But this is interesting, because they're asking me to betray Willis Tyrell, who only has 8,000 men. But then again, we do not like Willis Tyrell. We've shown that openly. We do not think he's a good fit to be Lord of the Reach. There's accusations he's a bastard, which, you know, to be honest, he's not disproven them, you know. He hasn't disproven them, and he tried to have us arrested. He paid his punishment for that, though, but this could be our chance. He owes me money, and if he's not willing to pay the Iron Bank their money, he's not going to pay me my money, is he? Never. He's of course not going to do it. If he wasn't willing to pay me my money, he's not going to pay them the money. He's not going to pay me either. Because it sounds like it was 100 gold, wasn't it? Yeah, and I gave him 150 gold. So yeah, I think we'll take it. We can see the Reach is in disarray ever since Willis has taken control. There's no Tyrell children. If he dies, it goes to an Old Flowers. That's not what we want. Randall's kind of thinking in his old age. He goes, you know what? The Tarly house has proven himself. And the Willis, he can't be trusted to lead the Reach. We need a new power here. They were just, you know, They were stewards to the gardeners. It's time for us to take control and lead the Reach back to glory. The Tarlys can do it. We're first into battle. And this is, we could say that maybe he, how should I put it? He sullied our name by not repaying us. Because he's not going to pay the Iron Bank. He's not going to repay me. So he sullied our good name and disrespected me a second time. So yeah, we're going to, I think Randyll will do. I think this is one too many times. I did say before if we get an opportunity, he would take it. He will listen to his overlord. He'll do what they'll say. Because that is, you know, his duty. But it's now gone too far. So here we go. Thank you very much. And so there we have it. Lord Randyll the Black has declared Lord Randyll the Black's war for the Reach on Lord Paramount Willis the Black. And what's really funny actually is my men, my men are exactly on top of Manderford. So we're in a great position for this war. They've only sent me 1,000 men, but they gave me some gold. And there we go. So war is on. No one's joined me. It's just me against the Reach. So I'm in a bad position right now. I've got less men. But with the wars going on in the Iron Throne and stuff, we can see this nation needs stability. Everything's going to chaos. This is my chance to kind of put a foot down and say, Willis, this has gone too far. So we're going to take our men and take them to Manderford and put an end to all this stupidity and bastardry that you are. We're going to put an end to it. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Will Randyll Tarly take the Reach for his own? The Iron Bank have supported us. What is going to happen? I'll see you then.